If you remember the Alex Berman podcast, it was a podcast we ran for years. We had this podcast going. And I talked to so many cool people. The problem was every time we would publish a podcast episode on our YouTube channel, it would underperform every other video. It didn't matter if I was talking to somebody that had never done an interview before, it would get like 30 views compared to the 1,000 views that a normal video would get. Now, you notice our recent interviews, that problem is not a problem anymore. Our interviews are doing just as well as our regular content. Today, I want to talk about what we fixed and why that is. Let's talk Zencastr. This video is brought to you by Email 10K. Learn how to book meetings with billion-dollar brands and take your company to the next level at email10k.com. Before we jump in, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe down below. Hit that like button as well for the YouTube algorithm. Just tap that like button a couple times, back and forth like this, and it'll just really help boost the channel and grow the community, which is what we all want. We all want more people in the community, so just go ahead and hit that like button and it'll help with everything. So, with that being said, let's jump in to the video. I'm having fun. Today I'm gonna do a rare tool review that isn't sponsored. And the reason why I want to do this is because our new interviews. Today we're going back. I was distracted by this monster. Look at this. What am I seeing here?
This is spooky.
The reason why I wanted to show you this is because our new interviews, you can see, are doing pretty well. Jacob Terwiner has 11,000 views. The infamous Drunk Cold Email with John Buchan has 10,000 views. And that's doing way, way better than our old interviews used to do. And the reason why is because even Cold Email Wizard, 18,000 views, good job. And the reason why is because these videos are now running in full HD, recorded on both sides, no lag.
LinkedIn, SaaS for scraping e-commerce. It's like, oh, by the way, I have this one for sending your cold email.
Look at that. It looks beautiful. I don't know why my hair looks so clean, but you can see how awesome it is. And the reason why is because of this tool called Zencastr. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. What Zencastr is a podcast recording app. And that's what we used to use it as, only. Podcast recording app, it recorded audio on both sides to make it so that when you played the audio back, it was like it was recorded in the same room. But the reason why we like Zencastr now is because they added this new thing, video podcast recording. And that allows you to record now in HD video on both sides. And so, what this allows us to do now is create a new folder like we did with Jacob. And we send them this link, they join this room, we hit record, and it records a video on their side. And it records a video on our side. Then, after the podcast is done, it merges all of that together, and we get a beautiful, lag-free HD video that we can then upload to YouTube or edit or do whatever we want with. And it removes all of the issues with podcasts. By the way, if you haven't already, go check out our other YouTube channel, Crazy Money. It's the greatest sequence of videos we've ever made. It's options trading, cryptocurrency. Div's doing make money experiments in India. I'm doing make money experiments in America. If you want to see all of those videos, go on over to crazymoney.org and subscribe. We'll also link to it down below. You can see our second channel, Crazy Money. Go subscribe down there and let's go. I was on a podcast recently, I don't even remember the name of the guy, but he just joined Email 10K. And he was like, Alex, I just joined Email 10K. You want to come on my podcast? And normally I would say no, but I was in a giving mood that day, or I had some extra time or something, so I decided to go on his podcast. And it was the greatest podcast interview I've ever given in my entire life, all right? I was talking about things I'd never talked about. I was going through tips I've never said before, telling stories I've never said before. I was so proud. I was like, bro, I'm gonna share this on my channel. We're gonna put so much traffic on this, it's gonna be amazing. And he was like, yeah, dude, I'm so hyped. And I was hyped. Then I went back to hear the playback of the episode, and it was so laggy that we couldn't use it. And all of those beautiful stories that we told, all the gems that I would have loved to share with you, or even with my future children because they were that good, all those gems, lost, lagged out, gone, trash, garbage. I never shared the podcast interview. I never even wanted to listen back. And so that's why I love Zencastr. You know, it fixes that kind of issue where I can go through and I can tell the type of stories that change the game, and I have confidence now that they're going to survive the crappy internet that I sometimes have, the crappy internet that other people have, and we're actually gonna get a usable podcast. It's to the point where if somebody's not using Zencastr, typically I already know that the podcast is gonna be unusable in my heart. But if they're using Zencastr, then I know that at least it's going to be usable and lag-free. And that's why I like Zencastr. I don't know why more people don't know about Zencastr. I don't even know if we have an affiliate link. If we do, then we're gonna be able to link to it. If you want Zencastr, go to alexberman.com/Zencastr. It'll redirect either through the affiliate or not, and you can check out Zencastr. I want to share this video even though they didn't sponsor us because more people need to be using this tool. I don't know why people don't use this tool more. A lot of people like using Zoom to record podcast interviews, and it's just so laggy and it's trash. And more importantly, people are telling amazing stories, and then because of lag, we have to cut them out, and then the world doesn't get to hear these epic tales. So instead of doing that, let's all start using Zencastr for our podcasts, and we can start getting these tales out to the people that need to hear them. Question for you guys, who do you want me to interview next? I know I talked to Black Hat Wizard, we're talking to Nick Huber, we talked to everyone, John Buchan, we talked to G from Lemlist, we talked to Sujin Patel. Who should I interview next? Who do you want to see me collab with? Who do you want the Alex Berman X? Who? Always open to chat with people that are interesting. So let me know, comment down below, and maybe we can have a collab with your favorite influencer. Or I guess second favorite, because I'm assuming, who's your favorite? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Zencastr is better than Zoom, it's better than Google Meet, it's better than Messenger conversations because it records on both sides. That's what I want to hammer home. I really don't want to do another podcast where I'm telling my secrets and I'm telling stories that I've never told before and then they're lost because it's too laggy on the other end. Almost to the point. Maybe I'll say that it is to the point where I don't want to do another podcast that doesn't use Zencastr because I don't want to lose these stories. These stories are worth more than the trash pile, which is exactly where they end up if there's too much lag. So check out Zencastr, use it for your podcast. If you use Zencastr, sign up with the link alexberman.com/Zencastr. If you're struggling to get clients that pay you what you deserve and you want a quick path from 0 to 10K a month in your agency, check out email10k.com. You can see that, we'll link it right down below and you can check that out. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to smash that like button to encourage this type of content on YouTube. We do videos 3 times a week all about everything entrepreneurship. So check out all of our past content as well. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.